Titans are sponsoring this season. Elena Hayes and Wyatt Moore in the Livestock Risk Management Partnership. And I think I've heard from a couple other people on. We had some friends of the Trojans kick in some money for us a little bit this year. But we're going to do a beat the round guy. You might know this guy next to me. Waco is going to this is the beat the round guy. This is the first time ever on YouTube. A lot of beat the round guys over there. I mean, he's a superstar.
Central City, I know they had some numbers issues in recent years. I'm going to go with Waco. I got to be at home.
All right. Winfield, Mount Union, Walls going to play Easton Valley. Easton Valley's been pushed over. I did talk to Coach
McCarty.
And he said that their scrimmage went well, and he was really pleased with what he's seen.
They have some guys coming back to the team from last year that were young. They got good experience, even though maybe a real successful year wins-wise. But man, they've got a good quarterback coming back up. Just a pile of young guys that got valuable experience a year ago. So I think they're going to take a step forward. How much in that district, I don't know, but I think they got a good shot at winning.
Well, they're favored 70 to 30% in that poll. Van Buren Warriors in Central Lee, it's a huge game. These two schools they're cats and dogs and horses and whatever horses don't like. That's what it is.
Central Lee, bigger school. Looks like they've got good participation. Van Buren, I know nothing about. I know nothing, so I'm going to probably pick Central Lee by a slight margin.
Well, Van Buren did have pretty good. They do have some players coming back, and they did get some guys rushing, but they have a new coach, and I haven't been able to get a hold of him. I've been trying to reach out to him, and we aren't going to know everything about the first week, but Burlington at Fort Madison, favored 70 to 30 here. What about Fort Madison? You think they can start turning things around?
I think they've got some of the best numbers out of any team that I've kind of scoured through the roster on. Burlington's got good numbers too. I don't know about good numbers for 4A, but for this area, certainly. I'm going to give Burlington a slight edge just based off of they are here to be on the back of last season a little bit further ahead than Fort Madison. But Fort Madison turned things around quick with Coach Doherty having the right amount of kids participating, and he's got that this year.
Well, Thursday I'm going to get on the road. I might be talking to Mount Pleasant, I might be talking to Meepo, but I'm definitely going to be talking to Burlington and Fort Madison. A chance to get everybody together at one time when I'm going to go down there. So that'll be Thursday. We're going to be doing those interviews. West Burlington, Notre Dame against Danville. I cannot believe the prediction here of 100% West Burlington, Notre Dame. Danville's always such a pretty solid team. I wouldn't be 100% against them.
Well, the numbers would lead you to believe that's not going to be to the advantage of Danville being their Class A. West Burlington, Notre Dame is 2A school. They've got Nathan coming back. They've got the young quarterback coming back.
And I'm going to be talking to them too Thursday. I've already got one.
I understand why the pollsters are voting towards the Falcons there.
All right. Well, Danville's going to be at home. All right, now here's the close one. This is the one where the polls is the closest. And it's Meepo taking on Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant favored 55 to 45. I'm looking for this to be a tough one.
It will be. Mount Pleasant's depth isn't as great as I'd like to see for a good 3A school, but their quality is certainly high with players they have coming back. Meepo reloads. They've got, I didn't count the number, but one of the larger rosters of any team in the area, of any class. And that doesn't surprise me. That's just the way things are done in Meepo. So this is a push for me. It's a 50-50 game.
Okay. Benton coming in to play Fairfield. I tell you what, I covered the SK and Fairfield scrimmage, and I'll tell you the one thing, the positive thing, I was expecting Fairfield's offense to be elite, and it showed me that it was elite. The varsity anyway, it seemed to be on there with Easton Bisgard and some other guys that seemed to be able to move the ball, and Boss Rickerson to deceptively hand the ball off the way he does, and to throw the ball as accurately as he does. I'm looking for good things out of Fairfield on that.
I have no doubt they'll pile up yards. The question is, can they shore up the defense from a year ago? They remind me of Centerville. They can certainly put up gaudy numbers on offense, but the other team oftentimes puts up even more. And
yeah,
end up talking
shootouts,
about,
some fun games to watch.
That
was a fun game, Centerville and Fairfield, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I think, like you say, I think Fairfield's offense should perform as it's suspected. But what we're looking for is to see if the defense.
They've got to stop. They've got to stop the other teams. So.
Well, here's the last one, and that's PCM, Prairie City, Monroe, and SK. I didn't get this out for very long. PCM is a little favored in that, but from what I saw out of SK, they look. Yeah. They look together. They look like they had it together. They look like, they were maybe not in mid-season form, but game 3 type form, through that scrimmage. I like their offense. I like their defense. I like their defensive line. I like their offensive line. I like their communication, and I like the way they played in sync. And I'm going to, remember we usually pick one upset. That's mine right there. SK over PCM to start this thing out.
I'd love to see it. I understand why the folks voting are siding with PCM because it's just kind of a yearly thing for a while. They dominated that series.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else for you. Do you have anything you want to be telling the people?
Not too much other than get out. I say it every time I talk to them. Get out and support the kids. You can get to the game. Streaming's nice. They want to see you in the stands. They want to hear your voices. Get out there and support them. Be nice to the refs.
Yeah, you can always watch the game afterwards on Round Guy Radio. If you can't be there, we'll be a great source. Yeah. But I'll be doing the scoreboard show, so we're going to be doing several JV games and peeking games if we can. Thanks for being with us.
You bet.